Hi, I'm Brittany. I'm one of the providers here, and you go by?
Ramona.
Ramona. It's so nice to meet you.
Yep, you too.
Good. What brought you in today?
Well, I came to get my diabetes checked. I haven't had it checked in a while. I didn't have insurance for a little bit, but now I have it again, and so I just want to make sure it's all okay, and so that's why I'm here.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that you have insurance back. And I also am glad to hear that you're coming in. You're staying on top of your diabetes. It sounds like you're being really preventative in regards of all aspects of your health, really. Any other concerns health-wise that you're having?
No, not really. I mean, I don't have no other chronic illnesses. Just that, and I just take the metformin. That's all. So keep it pretty controlled with that.
Good, very good. Now, would it be okay if I share some information with you in light of COVID? We're just sharing information about COVID in general, as well as the vaccine. So would it be okay if I share some information with you?
Well, maybe a little bit. I'm kind of really leery about the vaccine. I had friends who got sick with it, and it just feels so new, I mean, I'm not against all vaccines, but this one just was kind of, I don't know, just feel like it doesn't have FDA approval. It's rushed. But, I mean, I appreciate you asking if I'm interested. I just want you to know that's kind of how I feel about it.
Yeah, certainly. I appreciate you sharing that with me. You are certainly not alone in your fears, and I myself even have concerns as, information, as changes quickly and things are just happening really fast. So with COVID, I'm sure you've heard there are different variants and different strands coming. And basically what a virus, its job is when you introduce a vaccine or something that is trying to hurt or kill the virus, it mutates. So the virus is really doing its job of, mutating. But what we know about this vaccine, it's very similar to how a flu vaccine works. Have you had a flu vaccine in the past?
Yeah, I mean, I get the flu vaccine every year because they told me, because I have diabetes, I don't want to get sick with the flu, and but I feel like the flu vaccine's been around for a long, long time, and this one's sort of new, and I don't know, just kind of leery because it's so new. That's really.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good point as well. So like the flu shot, since that's something you're familiar with, every flu season you have to get a flu shot, and you may still get the flu, but your chances are much lower if you get the flu vaccine. And if you do happen to get the flu, it's more likely that you're going to have a much milder case than if you didn't have the vaccine. And that's exactly what's happening with this COVID vaccine. And so with that, there's been a lot of stuff behind the scenes that people haven't heard about because COVID is so new to us. But what they've been doing, the researchers and scientists have been studying other viruses that have a similar makeup to COVID and applying what we learned from that research to what's happening now with COVID.
Yeah, I mean, I read stuff. I don't just watch TV and get my information from Facebook or anything. It's just, I don't know. It just feels still too scary and new for me right now, today. So.
Yeah, no, and I think it's great that you're even open and willing to have the conversation. You shouldn't make any decisions with respect to your health and your livelihood without doing that research, without talking to professionals, without, exploring, is this really a good option for me? And so, you've listed some things that, would not be good about getting the vaccine. You've heard other people getting sick. It's still relatively new to the scene. But we talked about there are some positives where, like the flu vaccine, your chances of getting COVID are much slimmer, as well as if you do contract it, your case is going to be much milder. And I'm sure, as you know, with diabetes, it's just important to, be alert and be mindful of those things. So I'm glad that you're, willing to have a conversation about it. I think that's really the first step in anything.
Yeah.
I'm sure with diabetes, you were scared to try medication at first as well.
Right, yeah. When I first got it, I wasn't, it was scary, and, taken a new medication since I've never been on any other medications. I hear what you're saying. I just I would take some information. I'm just not ready today.
Yeah, no, I think that's excellent. So what I can do before you leave is I will put some information aside for you. And what I would like to do is set up another appointment because I know today we have a lot to tackle between getting you established as a new patient, checking in on your blood sugar, seeing how your diabetes is doing. I would love to have you come back where we just devote maybe 15-20 minutes to just addressing your concerns, questions that you may still have after doing some research. And then, we just continue having an open and honest conversation.
Okay, that sounds
Does that
good.
sound like a good plan?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go get that information and then I'm going to have the nurse come in, get your vitals, check your blood sugar, and then I'll come back and then we'll make sure we set up another appointment so that we can just devote to the vaccine.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
sounds
Thank you.
good, Ramona. I'll be back in a few.
Okay.